Let's talk about parent comparison today. So, we're talking about those moments when you find yourself scrolling on your phone through social media and you are seeing these families that look kind of perfect, like they're doing everything right. For me, it's the ones that are like traveling everywhere and unschooling or homeschooling their kids from all of these like amazing exotic locations. And all of a sudden, you find yourself feeling less than, like you're not doing enough, like they have it all figured out, and you're just sitting here wondering what you're missing. My name is Julie Cornish, and this is the Rewired Parent. If you're an overwhelmed, overworked, or overstimulated parent, you're in good company. And here at the Rewired Parent, we talk about healing, connection, and personal growth. My goal is to help you along your path to healing, connecting more deeply with yourself and your family, and growing in ways that you never thought possible. So stick with me, because today we are going to be talking about how other families are not doing it better. I think it's safe to say that most of us have been caught in that spiral of comparison when we're on social media, when we're seeing families doing things that maybe we wish we could be doing. We wonder why we're not doing. I have a friend who every year takes her kids on a month-long road trip down to California, and they do all their homeschooling and all of this stuff, and they post a lot about it. I'm super happy for them. I think it's amazing, but it definitely leaves me feeling like I'm not doing enough. Or I'm sitting at home and my kids are maybe watching the Wild Kratts because it's educational, and I'm maybe taking a power nap. We are all doing it differently. So comparison doesn't happen in reality. It happens more in our mind and what we perceive as the other person's reality. It happens in that gap between their highlighted reel of what they're willing to post and what's actually happening behind the scenes. And I'm sure, as much as we're all relating to this comparison, we all have also posted what looks like just our life is perfect and amazing. Nobody's posting the crappy moments. I'm not posting when my kids are sitting there watching TV and I'm taking a nap. No, if I'm putting up something on social media, it's when we're out during the week and everyone else is in school and we're out having a nice hike. And I'm not doing it to make anybody feel bad, but those are just the moments that feel good. And so we want to share those moments, but it's so easy as another parent to see that and then reflect like, I'm not doing enough, or, oh, that person is got their kid outside and doing all of this stuff. But we have to look at what's really going on. Each of us has something to bring to the table and something to offer, and we're all going to do it in our own way. And we need to be mindful of the filter that is put on when people are posting stuff on social media, that it's not actual reality. It's just the highlight reel. So what is the emotional cost of comparison parenting? So when we're on there and we're seeing all of this and we're creating this narrative in our mind about how they're doing it all right and that we need to be doing more, or what we should be doing, and we're left feeling guilt, we're left feeling shame, we're left feeling that we're not doing enough, that we're not enough, and that everybody else is doing it right, like we somehow have missed the boat. And then we begin to start doubting our instincts, doubting that we know what's best for our family. And then that starts reflecting out. That creates a bit of stress. We'll become a little bit more reactive to our children. I have noticed that for myself personally, if I'm scrolling and I don't feel good, that I am not as present with my children. I get more easily frustrated, and I get caught up in that mental trap rather than being there, being present. And this ties in a bit to my last video, if you haven't checked it out, around disappointing people. And we kind of get into this trap around performing as parents because we want to appear to have it all together. We want to look like we know what we're doing. In a way, it's performance parenting. We want other people to see us as having our shit together, regardless of if we do or not. And that has a lot of negative effects. And also it keeps people at a distance and makes us a bit less approachable when it looks like we're doing everything perfectly. Because in reality, there's nobody doing everything perfectly, especially in today's day and age. It's just not really happening. We are all on the struggle bus, some of us more so than others, because we're all in different stages and seasons of our life. And the more that we can come together and support each other, definitely the better off that will be, the more honest we can be at where we're at with ourselves and with others, the more that we're going to help our community, our friends, our family, and ourselves feel more empowered in our own parenting wherever we're at. So, the truth of comparing yourself to other families is, the reality is that every family has difficulties, every family has struggles, every parent. I'm here talking about parenting, and just this week was quite a struggle for me. It's like I'm very menopausal, PMSing mom this week, and the littlest things were setting me off. I was having to do a lot of apologizing and recovery with my kids after overreacting. And so I can be here and I can share that with you because that's the truth and that's the reality of what's going on for me. Are some days I'm kicking ass and some days I'm getting my ass kicked. And this week was a little bit of an ass kicker, and that's totally fine. Yes, I had guilt about it and I had shame about it, and I had to work through that. And I had to apologize to my kids and explain to them that it's not them, that it's me, that I was having a difficult time this week. Every family goes through that in their own way. And being aware of that, making that an honest reality, I believe is really important for our own mental health and happiness and our ability to connect with the people in our community and in our circle. And let's remember that the best version of our family is not the perfect family. The best version of our family is a family that is being cared for from the inside, the family that is being healed after mistakes are made. You know what's right for your family. Your children came to you because you have exactly what they need to grow during this lifetime, to grow, to heal, to accomplish whatever it was that they came here to accomplish. Kind of stand in that you have what your children need. I like to think that before they came into this world, they selected me as their mother for exactly what I have to offer them. And so with that knowledge, I can kind of move forward and be a little more compassionate of myself when I make mistakes, knowing that they came here knowing that I will continue to grow. I will continue to keep trying to be the very best version of myself possible, but I will make mistakes. I will apologize for those mistakes, and I will let them know that I am still learning just like they're still learning. And so if we can start to prioritize peace over performance, and presence over perfection, we can bring more happiness, more calm, and more connection in our life and with what we're doing. And me personally, I have dropped off of most social media. I no longer get on Facebook because I was finding that every time I was on Facebook, I was left not feeling great. And then I had to ask myself, why am I even getting on there? And I'll occasionally get on Instagram, but the same thing, I'm not left feeling empowered. I'm not left feeling better than when I started. I usually feel like I need to start some regimen of some sort because most of mine is full of advertisements. So keep that in mind. If you're on social media and you're clicking off and you're done and you're not feeling great, then why are you putting your energy there? And is that something that you want to continue to do? I encourage you to unsubscribe from comparison. It's not beneficial. It doesn't leave us feeling good, and it doesn't support our family. And other families aren't doing it better. They're doing it in their way, and you are doing it in your own beautiful, imperfectly perfect way. And it's holding your family together. And each day you're showing up to support your family. You're here now in ways and looking for ways that you can grow and support yourself and your family. And that's what matters. So keep showing up, keep supporting the other families in your community, the other parents, helping them to feel good. That's going to help you feel better. So let's try to get into a place where we can stop scrolling, take a moment to breathe, and connect more deeply with the people that are around us, our family, our friends, our community. All right. With that all being said, thank you so much for being here today. And let this be a reminder that your healing matters, your growth matters, and that you matter deeply. And the work that you do today makes you stronger and it makes you more connected with yourself and your family. So please keep showing up, even when it feels like you're not getting it right, even when it feels like you're not making progress, because you and your children deserve it. If this spoke to you, please like, subscribe, or share with another parent that might need to hear the message today. And feel free to comment a time where you were feeling that comparison and how it affected you, and if you were able to kind of move away from that. I would love to hear what you have to say about that. And I feel like each experience that is shared can have an effect on another. And so let's spread the love and spread the word. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for being here.